No, she needs to yell speed.
Speed.
Alright, and do one more time, please.
My coat man is so slander, whole hammers. Don't provoke the hand that can choke your man up, yo. Grinding for hours, the hope is for cowards.
We kind of didn't meet when we first started, so we had a meeting in 2014, just before the Mad Decent block party. So our mutual friend Christine Hunter, both invited both of us to go to the Mad Decent block party. But I was at Habitat the night before, and she showed up, and she couldn't get in, so she asked for me to help her out, and I couldn't. But when I came outside, Justin was there. We immediately started talking about where we were from, and we had that mutual connection, and we also had like a more deep mutual connection. And we had a friend that both inspired us to make music and like pushed us to make music that passed away, and it was like within the first 5 seconds we started talking about him, and then it was
fate. We have a lot of back history that we both didn't know about coming from the East Coast.
That's where we didn't meet. It was at a church.
1970. I was sent to a heavenly.
But he went to university in the hometown that I grew up in. But the fact is that I took off to Vancouver to start my career right when he got to this hometown. So it was like, maybe if I didn't leave, Chuurch would have started a lot sooner. Maybe if I didn't leave or something like that.
Far back as my memory. How God was sent to me.
I saw him out front of this spot one night, and we just got to talking, and I was like, this guy's kind of cool. And I noticed his ring, his university ring, from my hometown. So that's how we kind of got talking about that. And then within like 30 seconds, God rest his soul, Galen. That's our fallen friend, and we hit it off right there. Like within 30 seconds, finding out that this guy who like pushed us so hard, going.
Yeah, he was like,
just coming up. He's a big reason that we're both kind of in the position.
He was encouraging, and he was also he's supportive.
I used to rap. It was really funny.
So that was like the immediate start.
The first thing I knew about this is we were on the same page in terms of what music we wanted to be making, and coming from different. At face value, it looks like we're coming from two different points on the music spectrum, but like we have such a deep understanding of like whether it's soul, jazz. I love that he loves hip hop. I love that he loves soul. Like he understands the fundamentals of what it is.
I don't know anything about hip hop, right? So like I'm constantly intrigued. I always want to know more, but I don't have a mentor that would kind of teach me any of that kind of stuff. And I'm more embarrassed to ask because like I didn't know anybody who really knew anything about hip hop. But going to university, like I was pursuing jazz to like learn more about music and the history of music, because like you gotta know your roots, and you gotta know the rules before you can change them, right?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest part, is we both know our history.
So like in me like learning about that, and him learning about like the dance music and all of my
theory and stuff like that.
Yeah, we just kind of landed in this mutual point, which is Chuurch. And honestly, like we didn't try to do some like if
we never tried
to make something specific. It was just like that day or that night or that inspiration.
We had so much ammunition, the whole career's lifetime of two people coming together. That's like a huge power.
We were so inspired by each other.
Yeah, and like the sounds, like it was always a build, right? Like it's cool. Like now we have like different conversations about stuff. Like we've done it so many times. The dialogue is like we're really on the same page in terms of what we didn't know about specific skill set, I guess, or whatever. But like now, just working together, we've grown stronger and learning the other's techniques.
When we started, like a lot of our first start, like our very first songs are nothing like our songs now. We were just building and building and building, and eventually we just kind of landed on this thing that we were both feeling. At like the style that we have now, it's still like we still have like 20 or 30 tunes that we play out on a regular basis. But I mean, there's lots of stuff where we failed and we had some really stuff that didn't quite work. We're trying to hit this sweet spot really, and we just kind of did, and it just started working, and eventually like our lives just kind of started developing where we just started to take it a little bit more seriously.
It's really funny. A lot of people don't even know what I do in church, to be honest, and they're like what does Justin even do? Because like I don't DJ. I do, but like I've never done it like growing up.
So he knows the B side, the C side. He knows the like obscure stuff. I drive a lot of the synth production, and I really like dance music, and we both kind of agree that dance music is where we find ourselves on Saturday night. He's getting thrust into my world, and people don't know who he is, and people know who I am in a certain way, so they're getting asking these questions like, "Who's Justin?" And
But we love it because they don't know, and that makes them want to ask more questions.
They can hate me, but they don't know Justin, so they can't hate Chuurch.
She's
He's the cameraman. Take a big pause for a laugh break if you want.
I look you so scarred. Your corpse rock hard. Your arms are too.
You want to do it?
Hey yo, with every step I take, I move the build. I'm a quarter through life and I'm yet to fulfill my will. So
we were living down there for 2 months. Like we had an investment from a local guy here in Calgary who's a big
Shout out Clayton.
times I feel like I'm a
LA's just got this like this buzz. It's just like it's this unknown. It's this thing that people like either don't or can't do. Everybody's down there.
feel like I'm my own worst enemy. I make them
We went there, man, on a dollar and a dream. We had
You had a dollar?
We had a vision. When we were down there last to meet with the big homies, we just spent 5 days down there, and what we did in 5 days there equaled out to like what we could accomplish in 5 months.
It was like I was spinning
here.
my tires all my career
So-
until I was down there.
Every little meeting was going to be significant. The cards fell in place. It was just fate for us.
So we went down there for opportunity. It's way easier to grab a guy by the throat when you're in front of him, right? It's
Yeah.
hard to do that over the internet when he can just go enter. I'm not gonna say there's not a chance for Chuurch to become what we want it to be in our all aspirations, but the opportunity that I have in my life and that he had and that we met in Calgary, the opportunity was in LA.
You catch a vibe off of it, man. It's like we stayed on Hollywood. We lived on Hollywood for like a month.
Right on
Shout out
Hollywood
Locks, the Chatterbox.
Yes.
You know, if we could get.
Still
I'd
owe
love to tell.
him. Still owe him money, man.
Yeah,
I'll hit
we
you up. It's an expensive city. Canadian dollar's not doing well.
Trump's the president.
Yeah. Trump became president, and we said
That was really funny. We were there when he got in that night, and it was really funny because
We were at Boston,
everybody would just be
yeah.
like, "What the hell are you doing here?"
I'm selling my green card for $100,000.
It was-
We went down there, wanted with a 3-month plan, and we got everything done by New Year's Eve.
You know what it is, man. Is like honestly the magic of the struggle and like seeing what was capable.
Well,
It's good to be home. You know what I'm saying? Because like this is really.
This is where we made all our music.
Right?
All our music was made in Calgary, right? Like this is where we made it. The entire sound was done here in the house 3 or 4 blocks away from here.
We work a lot better out here. I'd love to go back and forth because once again, it's all about a balance, right? So when it comes time to like make music, I love like making music down there was awesome. Like the thing is, every time we were making like something really dope, I would get the familiar feeling of us just being at home, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like we're recreating that vibe somewhere outside of the element, right?
LA is it's where you present your stuff that you made, right? It's everybody's from somewhere else, kind of. And down there is where you present it, and this is kind of what we're selling. They like Calgary, like they were branding it down there as the Calgary sound, the Calgary Chuurch, like they like Canada. So it's a selling point too. Like, and this is what we're selling them down there.
when the smoke screens fade, the charades play. Nothing remains but the foundation relate. It's real. Destroy and build. I feel it's killing me. Kill, play around. When spraying rounds, I lay you down.